This guy,
Yeah.
huge impact on India and the West,
Mm-hmm.
championed some like radical social ideas, and even had connections to folks like Nikola Tesla,
Yeah.
and later even Gandhi.
That's right. His ideas really, really did lay the groundwork for a lot of social change. But to really grasp his journey, we need to start at the 1893 Parliament of Religions in Chicago.
Oh, that's the one where he opens with that Sisters and Brothers of America line.
Yes, and the crowd went wild, just kept applauding. Now, to understand why this was such a huge ED deal,
Yeah.
you have to realize that this parliament was a landmark event back then.
Okay, so it's the 1890s. Were people really into the whole interfaith dialogue thing back then?
Not exactly. Back then, a lot of religious leaders and scholars believed that their own religion was the only true path.
Gotcha. So a young monk from India steps onto this global stage
Mm.
and basically says, hey, guess what? All religions are true. That must have been like shocking.
Absolutely. It went against the grain of what so many people believed at the time, but, that's a key part of Vivekananda's message, radical acceptance. He believed in finding the truth within all faiths, not just one.
I like that. So, but here's what I find fascinating. The documentary talks about how right before this, triumphant moment at the parliament, he was struggling in Chicago. He even ended up sleeping in a boxcar at one point.
Oh, yeah.
What a contrast.
Yeah, it's like a classic hero's journey,
Yeah.
right? Facing adversity, but never giving up on his message. And this resilience is something you see throughout his life, particularly when he starts working on social reform in India later on.
Yeah. The documentary talks about these extensive travels he took throughout India. And the things he witnessed were really eye-opening. Ancient temples,
Yes.
but also widespread poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this really powerful story about a dancing girl who teaches him a lesson in humility.
It's a beautiful anecdote, and it shows how his experiences in India really shaped his philosophy. He came to believe that religion shouldn't just be about abstract ideas.
Right.
It needed to address real-world problems, especially the suffering of the poor.
That's when he famously said, religion is not for empty bellies.